Assembly drawing, exercise gate assembly. We're going to create this gate assembly. There is a slight error I noticed when I worked this problem out. This number right here between the planes should be about 28.23 rather than 26. I was getting some interference with that. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to insert the components, starting with this component first. And the first component will be fixed. And then we'll insert the other components and mate them so that these two are coincident, and then it has these round features on the side which will mate with the side of this long cylinder, and those will be concentric. And then I'll put the gate on the post, and we'll put a 1-inch distance from the bottom of the gate to the top of this gate post. Then we'll mate the other components. We'll use the width mate quite a bit. And then we'll attach the gate components and then create a plane and mirror the parts. All right, so let's get started. Here's what the finished gate assembly will look like if I go ahead and open the gate, close the gate. And we're going to start off by saying File, New, Assembly, and OK. And then we'll start by inserting the components. And so we'll browse, and we'll go to our Lab 9, Gate Parts. You can get these parts in the content section of D2L Module 9. So we'll start with the base stand, and we'll just drop that in there. The first part is going to have an F on it. It's fixed, and we'll show the origins. I like to bring in the parts one at a time rather than to bring them all in. So I'm going to go in and bring in the next part, which will be this gate support. And what they tell us to do once we put this part in is that we need to turn it around so that this round feature is on the other side. So we'll go to Rotate Component, we'll select this component, and then we'll spin it around like that. And then we'll green check mark it. And then what we'll do is we'll set these two with a width mate or a distance mate. Where we'll select these two sides and make them a distance of 7 inches. Click on the paperclip, select this face, and then this face, and then we'll go and we'll set the distance to be 7. Green check mark. And then to our next task. We'll make a coincident mate between these two sides here. And SolidWorks is pretty smart. It knows what it wants, and we can always override it and change it, but it takes the most reasonable mate. Next thing we'll do is we'll mate the bottom of the parts coincident. And then I'll hit the space bar, get a nice symmetric view of that. All right, those look good. Everything is lined up now. We're going to then bring in the gate and mate these rounded features with this rounded feature. Insert component, browse, we'll get our gate, we'll open it, we'll bring that in, and then we'll rotate that resuming. I think we've got it close enough, and so what we'll do is we'll mate that, and we'll mate the cylindrical features. I'm going to clear that selection, try that again. With this cylindrical feature, green check mark. And then we can move this up. And then we can make this 1 inch between the bottom face of the gate and the gate support. We'll go to distance, we'll make that 1 inch. Green check mark, spacebar, isometric view. All right. Next, we'll insert the other components, these circular components here. And then we'll use a concentric mate and a width mate. Okay, we also need to get the collar. And we'll start off by mating this with concentric. And then with a width mate. So we can lift this up a little bit, go to advanced mates, select width, select the top, select the bottom, and then you want to get the same components in that same width. Select the top and select the bottom, and then it will center that between the widths. Spacebar, isometric view. We'll go through and add a concentric mate for this piece right here, this arm connector. I'm going to clear that out, it didn't quite work. Let's move this closer. Mate. There's our concentric mate. And then we'll add our width mate, advanced mate, select this side. And this side. Oops. to move it. Try it again. Mate, advanced, width, take the left side, and then the right side, and then we'll be in the other selection tab where we'll take the left side and the right side, and it'll apply our width mate to that component. Then we'll go and add another concentric mate to the arm for the connecting arm, and we'll also add a width mate. Bring the arm closer. Concentric. Let's move it a little farther away. And then we'll go with width. Advanced mates, width. Left side, right side, left side, right side. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to add this piece right here. We'll make it concentric and with width. And then we'll add this piece here and follow the same procedure, concentric and with width. Insert components, browse, connector joint, mate, concentric, advanced mate, width, green check mark. And then we'll add our next mate, our next component. Add our mates. Advanced. Width.